Hi guys, welcome to Mam Severin YouTube channel. This is a girl, Mam Severin. I always host this channel, and today I'm privileged to have my good friend, a sister, and someone who always supports me in anything that I do. So without further ado, I would like her to introduce herself. Then we talk about our topic today, which is about nursing. So my dear, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me, Mom Severin, and I'm so glad you're someone anybody can talk to anytime. So I'm so glad to have you as a sister here in Germany. Yeah, my name's Joy Giothara, and as Mom Severin has written there, I have a group expert nurses in Germany. I'm a registered nurse here in Germany, and I've been in Germany since 2006. Yeah, I'm a mom, a nurse, and yeah, I have done some further studies. I'm an intensive nurse here in Germany. So, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. Hey, that's good to hear that you are a father. You have studied further, and you are a nurse. We would like to know that small journey to till you became a nurse. Can you tell us how you started and now you are a nurse? Let us know about it.
Yeah, it's actually a very long journey. You know it yourself because of the language.
Yeah.
The German language is not so easy. As I said, I came in 2006 in Germany as an au pair. And then when I finished my au pair, I did some FSJ. And then in between, I got my daughter, who is now 13 years old.
Wow.
Yes. And then when my daughter was in kindergarten, then I started the nursing journey because this is something I wanted to do even back in Kenya. My mom herself is a nurse in Kenya. So I grew up in the hospital environment. So I really wanted to be a nurse when I was in Kenya. But here came the opportunity of coming to Germany as an au pair. I was 20 years old, and I grabbed the opportunity of coming to Germany, and still this dream of becoming a nurse never died. So when I came here, I started watching what can I do, but it was not easy because of the German language, as I said.
Mm.
Yes. And then from there, yeah, I started doing some practicals in the nursing care homes. It's Altenheim in the German words. The nursing care homes most of the time is where the old people stay.
Mhm.
And I did some practicals there, and I was not so happy about it because, as I said, I wanted to be in the hospital. So then I applied for the hospital for the practicals, and
Mhm.
I was invited, and I went, did my practicals there, and I was so happy. I was like, this is where I want to be. No matter how the language is going to stress me, I
Mhm.
want to be here. Yes.
Wow.
And then from there, that is where now my nursing journey career started. But it did not start immediately. And I did the practicals. After the practicals, they told me, yeah, you can go home now, and then you try and apply for the Ausbildung. But I thank God, when I was inside the hospital, when I was doing the practicals,
Mhm.
I met so many nice people who tried to give me some tips of what I can do so that I can stay in the hospital.
Yeah.
And that time, I was alone with my daughter, so I was raising my daughter alone
Yeah.
as a single mom.
I know.
And I was also getting support from the government, like I was depending on the government
Okay.
and the social support.
Mhm.
So when I was inside, I asked around, and they told me, because you're being supported by the government,
Yeah.
there is a chance here you can work here maybe like 4 hours in a day,
Yeah.
but it will be in the emergency department. And in the emergency department, definitely I will not work as a nurse because I'm
Yeah.
not qualified.
Yeah.
So I was working in the office, like we were just, when the emergency department, when the patients come, they have to register themselves, and then they can go and see the doctors. So that
Uh-huh.
is where I was working. I
So
worked there.
you at that time like Verwaltung, diese
Yes, I
Aufnahme.
was. Yes,
Uh-huh.
I was like a helper, because I still don't have the Ausbildung of Verwaltung.
Mm.
So I was just helping the Verwaltung people who are in front.
Okay.
Yes. yeah, so there I gathered a lot of experience with the emergency department, how the doctors were coming, speaking to the Favalt, for to the office people and all this. So when I was inside, that is where now I did my Bewerbung. Like I wrote the Bewerbung, like I want to do the Ausbildung, like I want to do the apprenticeship. So I did the Bewerbung, and since I was already inside the hospital, it
Yeah.
was not easy for them to say no.
Yeah.
Yes. So when I did the Bewerbung, they accepted me, and then the nursing school started from there.
Wow. Wow. That's
Yes.
a very interesting journey. So I would like to ask you, what are the qualifications to become a nurse in Germany? Can you try to mention some? Or can anyone do nursing?
And the qualifications to be to do the nursing Ausbildung are: you must be good in the German language first of
Yeah.
all.
That's
Before, like,
our people from Kenya, Ausländer. For those who are foreigners. Yeah.
yes, even the foreigners, they need the German language certificate.
Mm.
And that's why we have German schools in Nairobi or Naivasha or Nakuru, and they can do their German course there. And nowadays, even those schools in Nairobi and all that, they have even upgraded. They are doing even B1 and B2, which we never had when we were coming. You know that.
Yeah.
So the nursing qualification you must have a minimum of B2,
Yeah.
German language certificate.
Mm. Mm.
B2. There are some
Yeah.
hospitals now who are taking B1, but it is really, really rare. They changed the law, and now they're just taking the B2 because they want you to understand what is going on in the school. They don't want you to hang and not understand. So the other qualification that you must have is you must be healthy, because you must produce a health certificate showing that you don't have any kind of sicknesses that can interfere with your career. The other thing is your criminal record has to be clean.
Yeah.
The criminal record, like here in Germany, we call it Führungszeugnis, it has to
Mm.
be clean.
Yeah.
So that means even in Kenya,
Yeah.
you can go to the police and go and get your criminal record. You have to be very clean, because
Yeah.
if it's not clean, they cannot accept you. Why am I saying this? Is because we are working with patients. Those patients, sometimes they bring their gold with them, sometimes they bring their money with them, they bring
Yeah.
their bank cards with them. So if you have a criminal record, how are we going to trust you that you can take care of this stuff? Even sometimes the patients die. They die maybe with gold and all this kind of stuff.
Mm.
But if you're someone who can steal these kind of things, then you are not qualified for it. So
Yeah.
the criminal record has to be very clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the German language, the criminal record, then comes the school certificates.
Yeah.
In the school certificates, like in Kenya, for those of us who came from Kenya with the secondary certificate, it means that you have to bring your school certificates here in Germany, and then they are going to recognize them and see if the school certificates that you have are their level. Normally, they take Fachoberschulreife or Mittlere Reife. That means that if you finish the secondary school, it is rare for them to say that you cannot do the Ausbildung.
Mm.
And if maybe you failed in the exams those
Mm.
days, if you failed in the exams, what you can do is you can work as a helper, as a nurse helper.
Mm.
You work as a nurse helper, and then when you're working as a nurse helper, then they are going to allow you to do the Ausbildung,
Yeah.
since you have some experience.
Yeah.
So, but most of the cases, the Kenyans I have met here who has done the nursing Ausbildung, they have never been denied, because since we learn a lot in Africa, it's like we come here with good grades.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one is also very, very, very important.
So it's Form 4 certificate, German language, police records, or is it called criminal records?
Criminal records. Yeah.
Those three are the most important you have to
Those
have.
three, those three are the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then from there you can apply. As I say, German language is very important. That one, I can tell you that the moment you're going to step in the class, if you want to do this Ausbildung, or not even in the class, even in the hospital, you have to communicate with the patients.
Yeah.
You have to communicate with the doctors. You have to communicate with your colleagues. So if the German language is not there, you are going to get lost and you're going to be depressed.
You will
Yes.
suffer and you will not like it.
You will not like it. You will just lose hope because nobody is going to understand you. And you know, Germans are people who are always under stress. So it's like they are going to misunderstand you and then things are not going to go well, you know? Yeah, so it's so important to do that.
For a nurse in Kenya right now, she have already done her nursing. She have her nursing certificate, and maybe she would like to come to Germany. Maybe, do you know any organization or do you know any process from Kenya to Germany as a nurse professionally?
Yeah, there are some, what do we call them? Like here in Germany, we call them like Leihfirma. How do you call it in English? They are like companies who employ people, but for a short time. For a short time. The problem was in Kenya, what I came to experience last time, the problem was Kenya is in this list of WHO or WHO that they are not supposed to bring nurses from Kenya since Kenya has no enough nurses. So it's kind of complicated. You might go to some cities and they will deny you the visa, or even the embassy in Kenya, Nairobi, they can deny you the visa with this with this reason that we don't have enough.
Kenya needs you most.
Yeah, Kenya needs you more. So after I came, I have been working about it. I have been talking to a lot of people about all this thing, and I was told that even I had an office that I was talking about this, and I was like, Kenya has enough nurses. Why can't you remove Kenya from this list? Because many nurses in Kenya, even they don't have jobs. Again, exactly, because this list also, it's very old. I think it's from 2007. So so they have to actualize it, and then we can see, okay, how many nurses do we have in Kenya, because Kenya has really enough nurses. So then when I was talking to that lady, she told me this is something that the WHO, World Health Organization, has just put like this, a law. But a nurse can come in their own way. That means that if you are a young nurse and you know that maybe the embassy can deny you the visa because of this reason, what I used to advise people is, come, if you are under 27 years, come as an FSJ. FSJ is you are coming as a social year. You understand? So you come in this social year, volunteer year. You volunteer in a hospital or a home care unit. When you volunteer there and then you produce your papers that you're a nurse, believe you me, they are not going to send you away. Because Germany needs nurses a lot. If not so, I'm going to give you some links of where people can try to go and apply themselves directly, but it is not 100% that they are going to get visa. So I used to advise a lot of young people, if you're under 27, as I said, come as a volunteer, and then just volunteer in the hospital. Don't go and volunteer somewhere else. Volunteer in the hospital, or you volunteer in the home care unit, and then from there they are just going to snap you because they know that you're qualified. So they are going to recognize your papers. They are going to take you through the recognition process, and then you're going to settle here and you can work here as a nurse.
So the best way is to come as FSJ, volunteer.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know any name of any volunteer company that bring people as FSJ? Maybe we can guide them with that one.
Yes. Yeah, there are a lot of them. There are really a lot of them. We have like Red Cross. And Red Cross is also in Kenya. We have the Red Cross is the Deutsche Rotes-Kreuz. We have those church institutions, the Diakonie. We have the Caritas. They also bring they also bring FSJ a lot. We have a very huge number of social years. So you're just going to write them in the description box for them. Hi, baby. Don't worry, you're a mom. So we just continue. So we are going to write all the information and all the links in the description box for them. And then they can just click and then go directly and register themselves as volunteers.
True.
Yes. And if you don't have a German course, please, you must visit a German school in Nairobi and go and do a German course. It's not only in Nairobi, as I said, Nakuru, Naivasha, anywhere where you can go and visit. Then you go and do the Goethe German certificate, and then you're good to go. And this volunteer, they really, really take a lot of people.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. Yeah.
A lady like Joy is asking, hey, mom, what about clinical officers?
What do you mean with clinical officers? Because in Germany, the clinical officers is not so really like in Kenya.
Yeah.
It's not really so like in Kenya. How long did you learn? You must know how many years did you learn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lady, can you try to elaborate so that, because it's totally different from Kenya to
Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you do as a clinical officer in Kenya? Maybe just try and explain to us. Maybe we can. I don't know what is clinical officer, because in Germany I don't even think they have the clinical officers. Yeah.
Yeah. What about
she can
yeah.
She can explain later, and then we just check around and then we see.
If that what do we call Arzthelferin in English?
Yeah, a doctor's helper. Assistant, or yes.
If it's that, let us know, a lady.
Yeah, we can answer you later, maybe when you tell us what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what else can we talk about? When you come here, if you're a nurse in Kenya, as I said, if you make it to enter as a volunteer under 27 years, you're good to go. If you don't make it, if you're over 27 years, what you can do, there is another one called BRD. Yeah. This one is like you are for over 27 years people, so they can also come. It's also like a volunteer, but because since the volunteer year is up to 27, so this one goes from 27 going up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we are more like junior doctors. So I think it's Arzthelfer.
Yeah. So about that, what can you say about Arzthelferin?
And lady Joy, you are more like junior doctors. That means I think clinical officer is physician assistant.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Arzthelfer. Yeah, for that one also the same process. It's the same process. If you have learned it in Kenya, you have your certificate or your diploma or whatever, you have to come and then you recognize them. The problem is, if you are a nurse in Kenya, they cannot do the recognition process when you are in Kenya. You have to be in Germany. You must have a German address. So that's why I always tell people, just try to enter Germany in whichever way. And then when you enter here, then you start doing your recognition process. And actually here right now in Germany, they need a lot of nurses.
Yeah.
So it's like the recognition process is being, it's being done fast. And even the government is paying for you to do the recognition process since they need you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use even 1 cent. And before you do the recognition, you can work in the hospital as a helper.
Yeah.
You earn your money, you earn experience, and then before the recognition process is done, you're already experienced. So they will just employ you directly, even they will not send you away.
Yeah. The only way.
Yeah, it's good.
I would say the only thing you can do, look away to come to Germany. When you're in Germany with your certificates, then you'll know what to do, and you'll know where you can get the job, or you'll follow your heart, what you'd like to.
Yes. Yeah, but the first step is the German language. That one you cannot escape. You can't.
Yeah.
Yes. The course is 3 years. The course is called Diploma in Clinical Medicine. Wow.
You see, they
Yeah,
have.
then
Hey, with diploma,
yeah,
you are here, my dear. You
you're
are up.
already up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can use the same way, as I said, you can use the same way. You come as a volunteer, and then you produce your papers here. You do the translation, because you have to translate all your documents in German,
Mm,
and then you send them for the recognition, and they are going to put you in the position you belong to here in Germany.
yeah.
And in
And,
most cases,
mhm.
because in Kenya and other countries, people study. Here in Germany, nursing is not studied. We learn 3 years, but they are very intensive, the 3 years.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. And then the other thing is about nursing in Germany, we work in shifts as usual. We have the morning shift, we have the afternoon shift, and we have the night shift. We work on weekends, we work on holidays. And then, yeah, but the good thing is, if you work on weekend and you work on holidays, you get more cash.
Yeah.
If you work as a night nurse, you get also a lot of money on top,
Yeah.
from 10 o'clock to 6 p.m. So, hi, ladies, 6 a.m., sorry. And then, yeah, so you have a lot of opportunity, as in nursing is gold in Germany. I need to
Yeah.
say that. You
You
can
know,
never sit at
I
home
don't
without
know
job.
nurse who have told me I'm jobless. I don't have a job full time. Even when it's so worse, like Corona time, so many business were closed, but nurses they are, we could say kahoa kao kare keru for
Yeah,
for
we've
the,
never sat at home without job.
they even got the bonus, they even,
Yeah,
because they were overwhelmed. So if you
yes,
come here, get a chance, work as a nurse, or if you get this clinical officer, it's also a good chance.
yes,
The only problem is, how do we come? How do our people come from Kenya? And my sister
yes.
has Red Cross. The other one you said the church.
I said Red Cross, we have the Diakoni, we have the Caritas. We are going to link all the links in the description box, those people who take the foreigners, especially from Africa.
Yeah.
And then they will just try, as I said, under 27, you can try the social year. And if you're over 27, then you try the other one. So don't lose hope. The moment you enter here, and even when you mention that you are a nurse, they will definitely invite you.
Yeah. The chances are
The
very high.
chances are very high. So you just have to pray that, the only problem we always have is the embassy back at home.
Yeah.
The
Mm.
embassy, the German embassy back in Kenya,
Yeah.
they try to complicate things.
Yeah.
But if you have a good organization that can invite you,
Yeah.
they will not even disturb you even
You have
1 minute.
all the requirements, because they write there the requirements.
Yes, yes.
Mostly 80% you'll get the visa.
You will get the
I know,
visa.
I know you have talked about the church. There is one called the Samalita Ice Bay, the
Mm-hmm,
Samalita Bund. But then
mm-hmm.
I met two guys from Cameroon. They told me they were
Wow.
picked direct from Cameroon by ISB, and they were brought here. They did first FSYOT, that is volunteer job, and then
Yes.
afterwards they did the Ausbildung. They did the nursing
Wow.
course,
Yes.
and they picked them direct from Cameroon. So, guys, if you can go to internet, Google Samalita Bund in Germany, maybe
You
that
can
will.
even you can put for them in the description box. So
I,
that's
I
because the
will.
name is difficult. We are going to put as many links as possible as we know,
Yeah.
because I have the expert nurses in Germany. It's a Facebook group. I
Yeah.
have it in Facebook, and I share a lot of information there about nursing. Those
Mm.
people who are already in Germany, we have a lot of students also who are doing nursing, and because of the language, we try
Mm.
to help them, because we need a lot of our Black people, to
Yeah.
work also as nurses here. We cannot enjoy alone.
No.
So there are also some clinics, like in Cologne. There are some clinics who invite nurses directly from Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, so we will just put everything in the description box, and then you guys, you just try your luck. You
Your
never know
chance.
where you're going to. Yeah, you just try your chance, and then you come. And then, as I said, in Nairobi, the only school I know that is doing until B2, also B1 and B2, the German language certificate, is
Yeah.
called German Institute for Professional Studies. That is where I did my German when I was coming in. I was coming as an au pair. I know the
Mhm.
teacher. She's a good friend of mine. So we will also link the name of the school here, or if Mom Severin also knows another school, maybe Nakuru or Naivasha.
What's the institute? That
The
is
Goethe Institute also is there, because even when you do the German course in another school, you still have to book your exams in the Goethe Institute. Yeah. But I find it to be very, very nice. When I was in Kenya in March, she told me that they are doing the B1 and B2. I was like, wow, this is so good. So
that is so far.
They have a lot of advantage, because you come in, then you don't need to go and start looking for German course.
True. Yeah, because when you come, they send you back to school again. And if for me, I came with A1. So
A1.
And so I had to go back to do A2, B1, B2, But if you have the certificate, they don't need you to go back to school again.
No.
So let's see what Nina is saying. Nina is saying, hi, ladies, maybe I missed it. Is it possible to come for nursing Ausbildung straight from Kenya? What are the requirements?
So
nursing direct from Kenya.
The nursing Ausbildung, I used to say every day in life, there is nothing which is impossible. You can try it. The only requirements we mentioned are your police certificate. The certificate has to be clean. Yeah. The other thing is your medical certificate has to also be clean.
Yeah.
Like you're not supposed to have some diseases which you can come and infect people here. The other thing is the German language course. That one is a must. And the German language course, the minimum now is B2. Yeah. Before, like me, when I was doing the nursing, I did it with B1.
Yeah.
I did it with B1. So, but now most of the hospitals or the home care units are taking only B2. So those are the three important things. And then, of course, if you're coming from Kenya, you must have somebody who is, as in, you must have an institution, a hospital or a home care unit who are going to invite you, who are going to send you the work, what do you call it? The work, what do we call it? The work contract. It has to be clean. They have to provide you with the where you're going to stay. So that is why most of the time, sometimes it's not so easy for you to come to come and do the Ausbildung here, because most of these institutions, the hospitals, they rather take those people who are already in Germany than going to bring somebody from Kenya or from another country. Yeah.
Because it's so costly. So the best way, if you get FSCOT, this volunteer job, come with it.
Yeah.
Come with your certificates. And then after that 1 year of volunteer job, you can do your nursing.
You can do the nursing course. And even you will be more experienced. Your German language will be on top because you have stayed in Germany for 1 year.
Yeah.
So that is the best way. That is the best way.
You have to adapt how people speak, because when you are in Kenya, you are not speaking the language. You'll understand that it's now different as you know it, as you learn.
Yeah. It's not easy. Doing the Ausbildung here in German, it's really not easy. That one is not a walk in the park.
No,
it's not. So I can imagine those people who will be coming from Kenya or from other countries directly to come and do the Ausbildung. It's not gonna be easy. And believe you me, when you do the Ausbildung, the first 6 months, their probation time. So after 6 months, they decide whether they are going to extend your visa or they are going to extend your contract. And they can say, no, maybe your language, the German language is disturbing you, so you cannot make it. So they just leave you to go, So it's really risky. So you have to really, 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 even for us who are already in Germany, who could speak German a bit, it was really risky. Even the probation time was like, oh my God, I wish and I hope I'm going to make it. Yes. And a lot of people did not make it in these 6 months.
They even give up because it's stressing,
It's so difficult. Just imagine you learning biology and chemistry and physics in German.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. But we are good examples. We made it. and you guys will also make it. Yeah. Kinyua Diana is saying watching from Kenya. Hi Kinyua. Yeah.
Welcome, Kenya. Yeah. So, guys, make sure you like the video as we. Yeah, I leave you to. If you have any point, please just go on. You see how.
Yeah, the last point maybe we can mention is many people used to ask. Of course, nobody want to come from their country to come and earn maybe less than they were earning in their country. So many people used to ask, how much does a nurse in Germany, the salary of a nurse in Germany? A lot of people ask. Yeah. So one thing I have to say is it depends with your tax. Yeah. The tax number that you have. Here in Germany, we pay a lot of tax. So if you're married, in most cases, if you are married, either you have the tax number 5 or you have the tax number 3.
Yeah.
Or you have tax number 4 and your husband has the tax number 4. So it means if your tax is like 5, even if you're earning a lot of money, it is going to go down to the tax. You're going to pay a lot of taxes, over 600, 700 euros a month. Yeah. But for a normal nurse, if you're working here in Germany, a normal nurse, let's say in a hospital.
Let's talk of singles, because we always come as singles.
Okay, as a single person here in Germany, you can earn from 2,500 euros to 3,000 euros. It depends with where you're working. It depends with how you negotiated when you're doing the contract. It depends with the hours that you're working.
The company
you're working for. So but the range is 2,500 euros going up.
How much is that in Kenyan money?
2,500 euro is like 250,000 K. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 250,000 K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds very much. It sounds a lot like a lot of money, but guys, believe you me, life in Germany is very expensive. Like even if you have bought a house or maybe you are renting, you would definitely spend like 1,000 euros only for housing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a family, it's very, very, life in Germany is expensive. But believe you me, when you finish your hospital or you finish your nursing course, you can check and see, where am I going to work? Where am I going to earn more money? Like for me, for example, now I only work as a night nurse. I work only 15 days in a month.
Wow.
I'm full-time, 15 days in a month. That means I work for 12 hours in the night.
Yeah.
For 15 days in the month. And then on top of that, because I have 15 days free, I have a mini job.
Then then don't talk of life is expensive.
So it's like when you work 15 days in a month, and then I have the mini job. The mini job, the good thing is if you work like 3 days in a month, you already have almost 600 euros.
Yes, and it's not
only 3 days with no tax. They are not going to take any tax from you. So you can imagine, if you are a night nurse, you earn a lot of money.
By the way, night shifts get taxed. Night shifts, you pay less tax.
Night shift, you pay less tax, and you also get bonuses.
Yeah.
Since you're working at night when other people are sleeping. So you get bonuses, you get like an hour, you can get even up to 5-6 euros an hour from 10 to 6.
Yeah.
On top. So for night nurses, I have seen people who earn even 4,000 euros.
Wow. Yeah, true.
And then they do the mini job, like they get like 500, 600 euros. So they are going almost to 5,000 euros.
In Kenyan money.
Hey, that is 500,000 in Kenya. So you just have to find your way. You don't have to stay in one stagnant place where maybe you're not happy and you're not getting enough money. And then the other thing is, if you have kids, you must have time for your children, Yeah. So in case of any questions, in case of anything, you can just let us know. Yeah. We can always do another video again. We can always explain a lot of things that you guys want to know.
Yeah, we take some minutes. If you have any question about nursing, I have Joy right now here. So let us use that opportunity. Nina and a lady please, if you have any question, just ask. We will answer you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my baby's. I'm so sorry, my baby's here.
Yeah,
I
it's at night. It's already 9 o'clock. So
But
yeah,
let us take some minutes. I always promise that I'll be coming live, but because of kids,
it's not easy.
not easy. But thank you very
Yeah,
much, Joy, for coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. They can ask the questions, and then we are going to answer them. And
Yeah.
then, as I said, if maybe there will be another need of making another video, we can still do
According
another
to the
video.
question they'll ask. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I'll pin all those the names of the companies we bring people for FSCOT, for nursing. Go try your chance there, and we wish you all the best. That
Yes.
question was asked by someone, Nina. If I'm not wrong, I think you are the one. So, and that's why I made sure that we come with that point. And my sister, because she's very good in that, she helped me to explain it. So, Nina, there is a question here. So Kenya Diana is saying, I'm shocked that now it's B2. We are doing B1. It's not cheap. Yeah, it's expensive. To study German language is expensive. But Kenya Diana, if you are now doing B1, please, with that, when you get the B1 certificate, start trying with B1. Because no one knows. You can get a chance with B1 and you'll come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to start, you have to try, not just say, let me do B2. Try with that, the certificate you have right now, start trying. Maybe you'll get yourself here. Yeah.
Yeah, and the B1, if Kenya, if you're in Kenya, B1, you can come as a volunteer with B1. It's so enough. So when
Yeah.
you come in Germany, then later you can do the B2. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
So, but for B2, if you want to do nursing, B2 is like now 80% in Germany, they are taking only B2.
Yeah.
Okay. The
It's
problem
like,
these days is getting an appointment at the German embassy. Is it because of Corona, or I remember they were doing it online. The appointments, they were doing them online.
yeah. When
Yeah.
I advised them last time, when you book during the day, it's always full. But when you book during at night at 12, you can find open appointments. I tried that
Okay.
and I booked for someone. During the day, I was not finding any free open appointment, but at night they are open. I don't know why they do that.
Maybe they block them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want maybe the embassy to be so full. And now because of Corona, German,
Yeah.
they take everything so serious.
So there is another question before we finish.
Don't take long for another video about company. Don't
Yeah,
take long.
yeah, I'll come in. Now I have my sister
Ah,
here. Yeah, I do promise them that I'm coming back, and sometimes because of kids.
and by the way, I also have a YouTube channel. It's called African Family in Germany. We are going to link you up also on it.
Yeah.
I've talked about some things. It's not easy, guys. We always want to come and share with you people, but sometimes the time is too tight. We
Yeah.
have the kids. Life in
Yeah.
Germany is just up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we will come. In case of any questions, we will plan and then
Anyway,
we just
Diana,
come.
yeah, keep asking. All the questions will be coming.
Yeah.
On my side, I'll try my best. I'll be inviting my sister, and
Mm.
she has a lot. She knows more. And go to her YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and ask her also there the questions you have. Yeah, you'll get more information from her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, I thank you so much for joining us and have a lovely, lovely evening. Until next time, I hope we shared
Let
as
us
much
finish
information as we could.
now. Let us
Yeah.
finish this video at this point, because here
Yeah.
is you can see hey, I don't know, but we thank God we have done that. The ritual information we have given you, I think it will take you further. So
Yes.
God bless you. Don't forget to go to African Family in Germany. Is that
Mm-hmm.
correct? Go
Yes.
subscribe, like her videos, and be following her. Like the video, and may God bless you. I have a question here. Kenya is asking about companies that do train.
Okay.
You make it really simple for us. Bye. Yeah, bye. We'll come with the names of the companies. We find more and more. We'll just tell you.
Hmm.
Get help. We are happy.
Yes.
You are also helped.
Mm-hmm.
So God bless you. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.